guys, Jonah here, back with the beer review. And we're doing another one from the Nomadic Brewery. Well, I think we are, because there's nothing in the magazine, once again, about this brewery. And that's weird, because this brewery, I'm almost 1,000% sure, is owned by Beer 52. They only do Beer 52 beers, and you can only purchase these beers through Beer 52. We are, of course, talking about Ad Astra, and this beer is called Nomadic IPA, 5.5% IPA, and it's got a big 5 on it. It's got 5 on it. Yeah, so what is it about this beer? It says the perfect companion for your next adventure. This hazy IPA, bursting with tropical aromas of mango, citrus, and pineapple. Easy drinking with a hint of sweetness and refreshing finish. What have we got in there? We've got wheat and oats in there. No surprise. But, oh, it's got a black top as well. But if I was to tell you that if you go on to Untapped, things are slightly different, because they're calling this a US IPA. I'm assuming in the NEPA style because it's a hazy, but you never know, it might be a West Coast. Yeah, I'm not sure what that 151 is it? Or is it a 5 with an I or something? I don't know. Right, we've got Idaho 7. We've got Centennial, my favourite hop. We've got Azaka, and we have Eldorado hops. You know what we're going to do. Oh, it's silver bottom. Right, let's open this bad boy. This has been in the fridge for a couple of days, I think. Yeah, it's a new companion to the fridge. The old tasting glass. And yeah, some of you that watched yesterday's video will know that I said I was trying to get rid of some beers because I've just ordered some more. Wow, look at that, well over a finger's head. Finger and a half, finger and a quarter, up to the knuckle. What way round should we do it? Should we do one of these today? Why not? Let's do one of those. Something slightly different. Boom. So it is a hazy IPA. That is quite a thick haze, I have to say. Nice amount of carbonation, not ludicrous, but you can see the bubbles rising up the side of the glass, which is always a nice thing to see. And the aroma is tropical fruit, but in a juicy way, which is going to be interesting for me. Yeah, that kind of like the description said, it's that pineapple-y type thing, but tropical juice stroke pineapple. There's a kind of hint of spice on the nose as well. It's going to be interesting. Let's see what we get. Cheers and beers, dear viewer. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing. If you're entertained, please click like. It does make a difference. Let's dive in. Cheers and beers. Oh, oh, oh. Interesting. So, at the beginning, nice amount of cream, there's a little bit of juiciness in there, but then the hops whack you in the face. It's really weird. So it's kind of creamy first, then hoppy, which is interesting. And there's a lot of different layers. There's sort of tropicalness. There is a bit of stone fruit in there. There's a touch of kind of nuttiness, which I think I get from the Idaho 7. But it's not full on like coconut or something like that. But it's very nice. It's different, definitely different layers. I was looking, like I always do, for my Centennial bubblegum type flavour. I've been banging on for nearly 15 years about the bubblegum flavour that Centennial gives. Some people, including my good buddy, um, like to refer to Centennial as Super Cascade. You do tend to have those peachiness things as well. But for me personally, it's that kind of bubblegum, especially the American kind of sweet cherry kind of bubblegum thing. Pardon me. Bit of carbonation in there as well, which is cool. Yeah, interesting. I was expecting it to be a normal, sweet, creamy, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't have mosaic in it. It doesn't have citra in it. Yeah, which is interesting. It doesn't have Simcoe. All those normal hops that you get in those kind of, yeah, everyone does a hazy with mosaic in. It's ridiculous. And usually it's mosaic and citra. This has neither. And it does make a difference. Your hop does kind of, yeah, in this style, it kind of takes you in different ways. Let's have another drink and I'll see if I can pinpoint it in my brain. It is getting a bit late today. I'm trying. Been a long week. Been to the hospital a couple of times. I've taken the blood. I've taken a lot of painkillers as well. Just because they're around, lying around the house. So I thought I might as well take them while I still can. Cheers. Boom. Okay, so there's a little bit of that kind of piney green stuff, which I usually associate with citra, but maybe it's just generic green hoppage. Um, Not full on super dank, but it's kind of got a bit of that greenness in there. Interestingly enough, though, and I usually say this, your second, your second draft, as it were, your synapses have fired your taste buds, and maybe not all of them kind of come back. I'm a firm believer um, that when you're tasting anything, but beer especially, because that's what I do, um, yeah, your first taste and your last taste tend to be a bit different. Okay, I'm drinking small beers. I've developed this style based around drinking half pints. But when I drink pints and I drink the same beer and maybe have 2 or 3 pints, you do get used to that beer, and it's like a comfort blanket. My go-to, I've said it before, is probably Guinness, purely because you can get it anywhere. Um, and if you go in a place and they've got some right old dodgy beers on, then pint of Guinness for me. So I probably drink more Guinness than anything else. So I know what Guinness is supposed to taste like. Um, but with these type beers and doing these reviews, it's always going to be slightly different. And sometimes you get a nice surprise. And this one is a nice surprise. Not 100% sure that it's my favourite beer ever, but it's really refreshing to try something that's unexpected. You think you know what you're going to get, and then when you start drinking, you're like, oh, this is not what I was expecting, which is really cool. I like that. And at 5.5, is it 5.5? We are, yes, it is. We are in IPA territory. This is where IPA is supposed to start for Bang On Style. So yeah, I think that's really good. And the fact that there's a bit more hop bite in there, they've put a few earlier hops in to get a nice level of bitterness in there. Really, really good. And I think they might have backed off a little bit on the oats and the oats and the wheat, because although it's nice and smooth and creamy, it's not really thick cream. It's not double cream. It's just, maybe a tiny bit of cream off the top of the pint of milk, as it were. What am I saying? I should be drinking, shouldn't I? But I am trying to ignore you. No, I'm trying to entertain you. That's what I was about to say. My God, I'm so tired. It's ridiculous. And I'm meant to be going out tomorrow. Saturday, going to Canterbury to visit a few pubs. We'll see how things go. They usually go pear-shaped when I'm drinking out and about. Whoa. Interesting. In that last that last sample, that last swig, it started off like a grapefruity kind of taste, and then that kind of mellowed into sweet pineapple. So maybe the sugars had fallen to the bottom. But yeah, that last draft started out a little bit sour and kind of grapefruity, bitter, should I say. But then it mellowed into a nice, juicy kind of sweet pineapple taste, which is really nice. And it's helping clean my palate too, which is always good. But I think I'm going to stick at one beer this evening. If we look on the side of the glass, we have got some lovely lacing for those of you that like looking at foam watch. We've got sort of a big stalk with a huge nose, or maybe he's smoking a cigar or something. People accuse me of smoking, but since the cancer, I have not smoked at all. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes and cigars and stuff, and that probably is where the cancer came from. But people, I don't know, because I talk nonsense or because I'm in a certain vein, a certain style, people think I've smoked loads of weed, but I haven't smoked any weed for years, not since my youth, back in the 90s and early 2000s. But yeah, no, I just drink beers these days, bit of whiskey as well, but yeah, interesting times. That one, I have to say, was not too bad. I did actually enjoy that one. The Ad Astra ones, their quality is not too bad. I just don't really get on with them because they're pretending that they're not Beer 52 when they are blatantly Beer 52. So that is the Nomadic IPA. Good IPA, good strength, tastes nice. Is not like the usual hazies that are around. That is going to get some good scores from me. This has been Uncle Jonah, drinking beer, as I said, for your entertainment. And I'll be back drinking another beer, and that's going to come up real soon.